Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Battletech. Alright, so we're going to go back out for another pirate mission for Swift Reclamation. However, this is a capture base and we do have some rather sickly looking mechs right now, so we're going to quickly jump ahead a couple of days and make sure that they are all good. Alright, so apparently there is a reputation update with the local pirate organization. Oh. My superiors thank you for your willingness to take on the challenging tasks. You are making an invaluable contribution to the advancement of pirate interests. You can now view your faction reputation in the quarters. Okay. Okay, but first we have another thing too. Minor infraction. An argument draws you to the mess hall. Behemoth starts towards you, red-faced and scowling. Commander, I hate to bother you with this, but Hammer is swacking off again. We're supposed to share garbage detail, but share? You want me to share, Commander? This person is the reason we're on cleanup duty in the first place. She acts like she's my boss. Just last week, she filed 24 complaints with the EXO and got us both put on garbage detail, and she did it over nothing. An infraction's an infraction, Behemoth sneers. If you stop messing up, I'll stop reporting you. Okay, well, that's not particularly good. Do we go for the equal treatment of everybody and just say, well, you probably need to pick up your game and you need to lay off a little bit? Or do we refuse to get in it? You know what? I think we're going to... Seems a little bit unnecessary. We're on up duty and she acts like the boss. And got us both. Yeah, you know what? We're going to say... Tell Behemoth to cool it. I think that's a... Yeah, I think she's becoming a little bit unreasonable there. Just reading over all this. Yeah, so we're going to say, yeah, back it off. Leave your gaze at Behemoth. Did I miss your coronation, MechWarrior? Until the first prince names you his successor, you need to stop acting like Hammer's boss. Behemoth shoves her hands in her pockets, looking away. So I should forget the rules? You should remember your place. Discipline is the EXO job's, not yours. He should do a better job, Behemoth says through clenched teeth. You shake your head. On my word, and I'll cancel your next paycheck. Behemoth glares and walks off. While she roots through a storage closet, Hammer pulls you aside. Thank you for putting your foot down, Commander. Everyone was getting tired of Behemoth's attitude. Okay, so it looks like we have, yeah, we've increased morale by 1. That's good. Unfortunately, Behemoth's rebellious. That is not great, but, yeah. Alright, well, it is what it is. We've made our decisions. I think we, got the most out of that event as we could. Alright, and now our LRM is up and running. You know what? Yeah, I don't think we're going to run with the Shadow Hawk. So let's just go ahead and pick up this contract. So, here we are. 2 skulls. How do we want to negotiate this? There is some chance for some decent salvage. There is a reasonable amount of pay. I think we'll go... let's go 3, 4... Yeah, 3 priority salvage. That way if we do get a mech, which we might come across that should be fairly decent, we can pick that up. And we're still getting a decent amount of cash. So let's go ahead and accept this. I think that would be good. Now, who do we want to bring? Well, I'm thinking maybe... Do we bring out Hammer or ourselves? You know what? It's been a little while since we've stretched our legs and thrown around some heavy tonnage of mechs, so let's go ahead and do that. What else do we want? We're going to be defending a base, so we'll need... Yeah, let's get rid of the Centurion. We'll bring in the Orion with the LRMs. That'll do well for Spymaster. We have Rennick for the sniping of mechs, and Angel has some up close and personal with the quick draw. So the real question is, what do we want to do in the meantime? We could go awesome, but that does require them to get close. We could bring in... What's this? Yeah, SRM's not really what we want. The Warhammer may not be a terrible idea. That's got a decent chunk of maneuverability. A good amount of armor. Yeah, I think we'll bring the Warhammer. The Awesome is fun. Actually, maybe those snub-nosed PPCs still have a decent range. And a 0 minimum. Alright, let's just double check. Either that or we're going large lasers. No, you know what? No, we're going to go with the Warhammer. We could take the Awesome, but I think this one will be better suited for our mission. So let's go ahead and pick that up. Alright, so the good news is we have both Spymaster and Rannoch with the quicker levels of initiative, so that will give us a little bit of a better fighting chance if they're bringing out some heavier mechs with us. So yeah, between their sniping and maybe potential a little bit of stability damage, yeah, I think that will set things up fairly nicely for us. So let's see exactly how things are meant to play out. Alright. Objectives: plunder the local government warehouse complex. Nice and relatively easy. Apparently, the planetary government controls a network of transports and warehouses in the Manthraka system, moving mostly mundane merchandise but also a very few highly valuable goods. Our clandestine research efforts have acquired the latest shipping manifests and identified an opportunity for a swift, profitable strike at a key shipping hub. If timed properly, your mechs can attack quickly and pave the way for a pirate extraction team to empty the warehouse of its contents. Okay, Commander, if these are just mercantile goods, as they say, I wouldn't expect very aggressive defenses. Yeah. Alright.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, we're here for the warehouse. Let's get our forces to a position where we can better observe enemy movements and perhaps get an eye on the facility. Eliminate opposition and take control of the territory. Alright, nice and straightforward. And, just our good old... yeah, just a good old forest. Nothing too fancy in the biome. Alright, so we have a road, we have hills. I think what we'll do... yeah, that valley doesn't seem like the best spot. We have a lot of direct line of fire weaponry, so I think we're going to go up and over the hill. So let's go... let's rotate around, I think.
Moving to position.
And potentially, if there's any reinforcements elsewhere, we will find them quickly. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we'll move the whole way up.
Heading out.
No sensor contacts. Let's follow
Moving to position.
around. And I think that'll probably be as good as we can get. Alright, a little bit of rough terrain means nothing when there is no combat, so let's bring everybody... do we want to go through the forest or maybe sprint around? I think we'll go... oh well, this is our LRM boat, so I suppose it won't matter if you have cover, just in case we make contact. Okay, should have a view of the warehouse complex now. Be careful, additional forces. Reports are they have additional units in the area that are rallying back at the base. Expect contact. Okay. A word of warning, we have reports that this base may have gun emplacements for point defense. Yeah, turrets, just in case they're online. Alright, well the good news is, we picked this area so they're not going to be able to take us out too easily. What we can do though is use our sensor lock and destroy... yeah, destroy them before they can shoot at us. Okay, so 2 LT turrets, I don't know what they count for specifically, so let's just keep a little bit of cover. And I think that should be fine. Alright, so combat has begun, nobody's around. Let's bring Rannoch forwards. Go here.
On my way.
And now we'll sensor lock the... ooh, okay, 4 turrets. We'll go for this one. That's the first one to get line of sight, I am sure. So let's go ahead and target you. And it is a shredder turret. Ooh. Those things are nasty. Oh no, apparently not. This one has SRMs and a flamer. Previous ones we've seen have AC5s and whatnot attached,
Receiving you.
which are particularly not too fun to deal with, especially at range.
Confirmed.
Alright, so let's go ahead and missile this guy down. 97. This isn't enough, but it should do a good start.
Firing.
Oh, and we destroyed it.
Target destroyed.
Never mind. Also too, I see that we now have the added objective of destroy defensive turrets, so that will help us get a little bit better of a payday too. Alright, SRMs, large lasers, let's roll. Let's go the full distance. I don't think we'll have contact with that, but we're nice and tanky nonetheless. Yep, alright, so let's go ahead and brace. Angel.
Yes, Commander.
You can take shots if we move you there. You know what? Let's not separate the party. Let's keep everybody together. We'll use our sensor locks and our shooting in the next one, I think is the best idea.
Let's hit them hard.
Alright, so...
Ready for orders.
Radek, let's bring you forwards again. See if we can get any line of sight on turrets. No? Okay, I was hoping we would be lucky, but apparently not. Let's go sensor lock and choose... I suppose this one's going to have the closest range first, so let's go for them.
Got a sensor lock.
Alright, so another shredder turret. And this time we are looking at SRMs and flamer yet again.
Standing by.
Okay, well, it's a good thing we brought our LRM barrage. That thing is going to do very nicely. I suppose 4x... yeah, so they do 60 damage apiece, so 120 is enough to get through the 97. Apparently I just wasn't doing maths on that last turn.
Demolished.
Alright, so far nice and clean, nothing to really worry about. Let's bring... we do have large lasers for 96 damage if they hit. I suppose we could possibly get a follow-up with...
Standing by.
with her. She has medium lasers. You know what, we'll move you forwards and see if you see anything.
Moving out.
Okay, we are outside of range. We'll just go ahead and brace. And then since we're here, I'll move on there. No defenses yet, which I am... no defensive
Picking up a new
groups.
sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Ooh, okay, reinforcements, okay. Alright, working their way up through that terrible terrain. That seems fine by me. Let's just see. Yeah, nobody else. Alright, I think we did a good idea on rotating around this left-hand side. Let's bring...
Good to go.
Radek, let's pop you forwards. See if we can get you into a position to shoot
Aye,
at
aye.
something. Or someone. Alright, I guess that's not going to be the case. Let's go... Wait a second, we have access to precision... Oh, right. That won't work at this point. Let's go sensor lock. We'll take this one that's further away. Although maybe... No, you know what? We're going to go for this turret here. Maybe Angel and myself can target this final turret at the back. So that's the plan.
Receiving you.
Alright, let's bring you all the way... Oh. Spy Master.
Standing by.
Let's go all the way here.
Got it.
Target you.
Confirmed. Fire.
Alright, so far so good.
Removed.
Let's bring... Who's closer? Angel,
Good to
she's
go.
closest. There we are. Bring you nice and forwards. We should be able to deal with this final turret. Say hello to a little bit of extra payday. Medium lasers, that seems all well and good. Let's go. And up goes the
That turret is gone.
turret. So let's bring ourselves. Let's get ready for 20-ton mech, probably something like a Locust. So let's go ahead and sprint, and I think we'll... Oh, we can actually gain a line of sight. You know what, they're probably not going to reach us anyway, so let's move ourselves as far forwards as possible. They'll still get to take shots, but at least we'll have evasion, and if they do show themselves, we can at least get some guaranteed shots with our LRMs without using sensor locks. Alright, so I'm assuming that was a large laser. And what have they got? We have a Javelin with 4 medium lasers, and then a 20 and 25 ton mech. Okay, not much in the way of reinforcements, but we will take it. Let's go. Yeah, Rannick, let's bring you all the way forwards.
Position confirmed.
In fact, I think we might get a kill here. Let's go precision strike. This Javelin is in shoddy condition. Yeah, very little armor on the head. Let's see if one of these rolls well. We didn't get a kill, but we are awfully close to dispatching that mech. Alright, large laser from somewhere else.
Damage minimal.
I'm assuming they're somewhere back here outside of our range. Yes, that's a little odd. Alright,
Ready for orders.
Spymaster, you can at least finish one of these off.
On it.
So let's bring you in to fight him. Yeah, this should be more than enough.
On it.
Oh, well, I guess they are
Target's taken a critical hit.
LRM barrages. They're not exactly known for direct pinpoint fire, so let's go...
Ready for orders.
Oh, we have reinforcements dropping in. In fact, I think she might be in a little bit of danger standing right where she is. We can't move there because there's drop pods in on that location all the way around, and that goes by 2. I reckon there's going to be a ship landing right on top of her. Okay, well, in that case, let's go... Let's back on up just a fraction. And, yeah, I think we'll go... Yeah, let's move there and face this way. I think whatever pops down this way, we may as well try and destroy. Very lucky that we saw that. Okay. And let's go ahead and... Do we brace or do we go for vigilance for a little bit of extra initiative? You know what? It's probably not the end of the world. We're going to get more... Let's go ahead and use some. Make sure that we're sitting pretty. And now we can go ahead and brace. Alright. Now for myself, what do I want to do? I think... large and medium lasers will work well against the Javelin. We could probably finish it off. Yeah, let's go ahead and move forwards. Don't want to be fighting on 2 fronts, but the good news is these guys are nice and small and we should be able to take them out. Okay, so there is also a 50-ton mech in the back. Okay. So, let's see. 60s, 45s and a 40. 80s, 55s and a 50. Or 95s and 80s across the board. Alright, well then let's figure out. Large laser and SRMs and mediums. Mediums and smalls. Or 3 medium lasers. I'm pretty sure if that's critical that counts as it's out of action. It's just not destroyed. So, who's going to do the most damage? It's probably going to be the Commando. Our odds are pretty good, but I don't think we'll necessarily get the kill. Now let's just focus on the one that we've already wounded. And make sure that he goes away. Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Engaging target.
Yeah, we rolled poorly in the last episode with
Critical
Let's go.
damage detected.
Let's go.
with trying to count out the amount of damage that we needed, and it didn't pan out too good, so I'm glad we didn't do that again, because as you can see, that was not enough. Alright, Warhammer, taking a little bit of a shot, nothing too serious. Now it's time for everybody else. I'm guessing I'm guessing it's going to take a little bit for more reinforcements. Let's see. You are our primary objective. Trying to see what's floating or going to float. All right, fine. Maybe they're not getting reinforcements straight away. So in that case, let's bring.
Waiting for orders.
Commander.
Let's see, the quick draw
Receiving
or
you.
spy master. Let's bring spy master all the way forwards first. Get you in range for when we fight that 50-ton. We'll go ahead and take out
Position confirmed.
the javelin. It's about to have a turn, but not if we get to it first. So let's just do that. All right, there goes a little bit
Target eliminated.
of firepower there. Oh, and they have a crab. Okay, that's come across a few of these now. We now have one that we actually need to refit. Let's go.
Ready to get it on.
Yeah, let's bring Rannoch forwards and see if we can kill this crab. That crab's going to be an awful pain if we don't. Can we get better numbers from there? 90% or 95? Well, I suppose that will do. Good news is
Locking in coordinates.
that crab is also in bad condition. So let's go ahead and precision strike this fellow. Go for the headshot. The likelihood is minimal, but you never know.
Fire.
Well, we did get the wound.
Solid connection on that one.
It'll go a little bit slower at the very least. Let's bring in
Orders.
Angel. Yeah, drop pod is inbound to this location. You know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to join the fray. Let's go full sprint down here. If we're going to have to fight off some of these guys, we may as well do it with overwhelming force. And if they land behind us, it is what it is. Right, let's follow up with you. Let's go against the commando. Those numbers are pretty solid. And so if we can, yeah, if we can get rid of this guy, that'll be good. We'll save Headhunter to take another shot at the crab. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Let's roll.
Engaging target.
No retreat.
Alright, very nicely done.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh, and apparently there is the Locust. I did not see that hiding at the bottom of the screen. My bad. Let's
Ready for
go.
orders.
Rannoch, we can go ahead and get some decent shots yet again. Fortunately, we can't move you any closer for extra weapons to be fired, so I suppose... Oop. I suppose
Yes,
it
Commander.
is going to be what it is. Let's go ahead and move on
Heading
forwards. We'll go precision strike yet again. We did a pretty good job. One more hit would be all that it takes, so let's see if we can roll
Firing on target.
well, and we did excellent. There goes the crab.
Target neutralized.
Excellent. Alright,
Ready for orders.
good work there. Let's bring... we have the 20-ton here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and reserve for a second, because I'm fairly certain... Yeah, if we move our Warhammer down here, we'll get the range, save us having to use the sensor lock, and we can get a shot. So, 50s, these odds aren't amazing, but it's better than nothing, so let's go ahead and fire.
Engaging target.
We did take out an arm, that is always good. Would have been...
Enemy mech critical damage detected.
It would have been better for us if we had have been able to take out a leg, but, well, it is what it is. Let's
Standing
bring...
by.
It will bring Spy... Oh, we'll bring Spy
Receiving
Master
you.
all the way forwards. Let's go... Let's go
Okay.
there. See if we can get lucky and destroy a leg and take out the rest of his evasion. 45s and 50s. Oh well, it is what it is. Fairly solid barrage. Not quite enough,
Receiving you.
but not insignificant, and now we're in the wrong location with her. Oh, well, some days you just cannot win. So you know what? Let's bring her up into the capture zone. We'll face this way because we know that there's mechs coming. I think that should be
Moving to position.
the best use of everybody's turn. So let's go ahead and brace. Alright, so now what we got to do is deal with this locust and whatever they drop on the warehouse as a defense. Alright. So, what can we do? You know what? I think we're gonna go...
Receiving you.
Thinking we could go for a melee. We could take a regular shot.
Ready for orders.
I think we'll just bring... let's see, 45s and 85s. Let's find a... There we go. Let's just use the Orion here with the barrage. That way, if we are in the back and they do drop reinforcements... Alright, well, that was utter destruction. Dropship inbound for landing. We want to get in and out quickly, but first eliminate all defenses. Alright, so that is that location that we saw earlier. At least we have a little bit of a heads up. Our complex is under our control. Evac when things happen. Sit tight, pirates will be pleased.
Mission successful.
And we don't even get to fight the reinforcements. Well, you know what? I suppose we'll take it. I was honestly hoping to take on a little bit more of a fight, but it is gonna be what that is, I guess. Well, that sort of sucks. Alright, well, either way, contract payment is increased. We could have got a little bit more if we, I feel like if we had done another one of these, but I guess it was under the same heading. Mercenary review board is now going up yet even further, which is always good to see. Pirates becoming happier with us. A little bit of pay never goes astray, so let's go ahead and yeah, move on forwards. Solid showing from Spy Master there. Alright, so since we can, we may as well. Let's go ahead and pick up another crab, because why not? Everything else is fairly generic. So let's get ourselves a free mech. We also got the javelin parts, 2 large lasers, mediums. Alright, not bad at all. Mind you, I think we're sitting on a very large stockpile at this point for our medium lasers. I think the last time I checked it was at least a good 120 of them in our stockpile, so when we definitely make it to Arano space, we will have quite the payday when we sell off some of those things, even though it's probably not the most money for selling them. Yeah, with that kind of quantity, we'll do well.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Alright, so same thing as last time, another crab.
Is cleared for fighting.
Also finished off another javelin. That's always good. So we have a crab 20 and another crab 20. I think we'll send one of these off to storage. And same with the javelin. It would be nice, but I don't think there's too much to be done there. Alright, so let's go to our MechWarriors. Let's go ahead and give them their promotions.
Orders?
We have Ranak.
Standing by.
We can go for some more piloting, extra unsteady threshold, and melee chance. Seems fairly good to me, so let's go ahead and confirm.
MechWarrior training complete.
We now have myself. Let's go for more piloting, I suppose. Why not?
Training confirmed, Commander.
And then we have Spy Master. Excellent. Now we have Cold Shot Mastery. That's the real thing that we wanted. And we also have enough left over for a recoil penalty as well. Sure, why not? That seems like a wonderful outcome for us. Alright, so that's everybody. Oh, wait, a second?
Yes, Commander.
Skipped right past Angel. My bad. Alright, do we go max sprint? I think we do. 20% is good, but that 20% movement at the beginning of missions is super useful, especially when we're in our big, heavy mechs.
MechWarrior training complete.
We'll give that to her, and then I think we'll go ahead and... is there anything else we wanted to do here? I think we're looking at flying away from this place, and I think that that's what we'll do. Yeah, all of these weren't particularly useful. I did... yeah. Tag team to the same planet either way. Who is that against? Pirates? No, we won't take that. However, yes, I was advised that these Titan attack missions are something we should definitely do, so we're going to go ahead and do that. As it says here, we have a secret listening post. We've gathered a dropship. Yeah, sorry, we've gathered data to a dropship in orbit. They're already advancing on a facility. Worse, we're detecting an engine signature from an assault class mech. And so if we can kill that, or kill the pilot, we might get ourselves an assault mech, which sounds very good. So since we're going to go ahead and do that, let's see, what does our timetable look like? We have one more day for the Shadowhawk. That's good, but I think we can make better use of our time if we start doing a bit of a refit. So let's roll on over to the mech bay. Let's go and see about giving Yang a little bit more work. So we have a crab at the moment, which I think is pretty cool, but I think we're going to be able to make something a little bit better. So I'm going to leave you here for just 2 seconds and I will show you what we have in a minute. Oh, so we are back. Alright, and this is our crab. Done a little bit of a refitting here. We dropped off those large lasers so we could free up a fair bit of tonnage. In fact, we now have a very nice and heavily armored mech, which I am very okay with. We've also swapped those large lasers out for some mediums, which is going to be pretty good. We're going to have quite the light show when we do get to fighting. As the snippet said from Yang, these mechs are all electronic, so we're going to go ahead and, yeah, we have small lasers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medium lasers, which is going to generate a fair bit of heat. So with the rest, we've gone ahead and chucked in some heat sinks, chucked a couple in the legs. We didn't put them all down there just because I get a little bit uneasy. If for some reason we lose a leg, I don't want us to lose half of our entire heat sinking capabilities. So we've kept the 2 that were up in its center torso and just chucked another one down on either leg, as they're not exactly the primary target, nor what's going to disappear as they slowly work their way through our armor and structure to our core. So I think that's pretty good. Our average range goes down ever so slightly since we don't have the large lasers, but honestly, for the extra durability, I think we're doing a pretty good job. And the best thing is, only 5,000 days, only 5 days and just under 6,000 C-bills. I think that is pretty jolly good. We can check the store. Unfortunately, there's nothing really that we're going to be chucking on in there that would help us out, so we're not going to bother with that. So let us confirm. Now we did have, actually, before I forget, we actually are going to take at least a week or 2 to travel to where we were going. So on the thought of upgrades and things, we should have, whereabouts is it? Was it the quick draw that we had? Let's quickly check. No, we had a mech that we had been fitting out with a lot of fancy toys. In fact, I think it was... Oh, let's see, we're going to have to go through one at a time, aren't we? Oh, maybe it was the awesome... Yeah, there we go. Medium lasers here. We have a couple of extra ones, so you know what? We're going to go ahead and refit, because we do have 1 or 2 medium lasers that are a little bit fancier. Yeah, extra damage and extra accuracy. I see no reason why we should not be using those. So let's dismount the standard ones. Let's go for some accuracy and some more damage. That'll pan out nicely. Now we have a very, very nasty, awesome mech. And an extra 2 days at 2,000 C-bills seems like a small price to pay. So let's go ahead and we'll get that going as well. And I think we're going to go ahead and accept the contract to fly out of this place. So what we're going to do, straight to the attack, the Titan attack, I think that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and negotiate. Do we just want the basic 3 and a good chunk of money? Probably not a bad idea. It is only a skull and a half, so it's not going to be too difficult. No, I think we'll just take enough for a single mech. There should only be 1 assault class that they saw. So either we can afford the whole thing or the majority of it if they don't give us all 3 pieces. So let's accept that.
Roger that, Commander.
And get ourselves a flying from one place to another. And the best thing is, the planet that they are sending us to is closer to where we want to go. Our priority mission for Lady Arano is in the same direction. So being paid to travel to a place that you needed to pass by anyway is always good business. So let's go and dock onto the jump ship and hop on over to the next little system. Alright, seems, oh no, not too lonely of a planet. There's some other ships passing by. Alright, not too bad.
Job's done, Commander.
Alright, and all of our refitting is complete. Excellent. That is really good for us. 13 days for the structural reinforcement.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
Alright, and some financials. Well, let's see. Morale is spirited. We are sitting at 38 out of... need 41. So we need 3 morale to move on up into the final tier, which will give us even more morale. 35 resolve points per turn is very nice. Let's go to the next. And I think we're going to stay where we are at the moment. Yeah, we're not going to lose morale. We're not going to go up. That's going to cost us a fair chunk of change. And again, we're really trying to build up a bit of a bank account for when we do get access to a black market at some point. So we'll hold off for now. Maybe if we're lucky, we will roll well with some events and be able to have some good benefits for the crew. So I think that will be ideal. Alright, so we have arrived. Are we ready to proceed? I'm going to say not quite yet. We want to check out the store. The store is always what we need to check out first. So, there's some Orions, some Urban Mechs, and a Warhammer bit and piece, but I don't think we really care about those. We have a support weapon, a light coil beam. Alrighty-o. Bonuses is damage is multiplied by evasion. Contained overflow inertia linkage. Coil system has of beam weaponry translates to power from motion into kinetic battery for rapid release. In practical terms, this means that the farther a unit moves in a turn, tracked as evasive charges, the more damage it can dish out with its coil attack, and the more heat it generates. Coil weapons will explode if destroyed, devastating the installed location. The Coil S generates the lowest yield attack output of these weapon types. Huh. Well, that's a fancy piece of tech. We haven't come across those before. Alright, well that's worth noting. Otherwise, is there anything else that we particularly care for? Just basic PPCs, narc beacons, SRM2s, and then good old ammunition. Yeah, alright, well I was hoping to find some mods or whatnot to replace our punching arms and whatnot. Now, what is this? We do have a narc beacon. What's this? Yeah, 3 tons. Unfortunate. A narc missile beacon launcher is designed to fire a single highly specialized missile that deploys a homing beacon upon impact. Right. Increased damage from subsequent missile weaponry attacks. Well, that could be useful. We do seem to love those LRM boats of ours, so something like this could be useful. I'm not sure how useful it would be though, so we're not going to pick it up. We definitely have ammo for it lying around, but yeah, maybe we'll come back to that if we see it as an important thing. Otherwise, let's just go ahead and I think we'll call it here for the episode. The next one could take a little bit if we've got to try and finagle the difference between being shot at by an assault mech and trying to shoot the assault mech precisely. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.